Lakers Nation, what is going on? So in today's video, we do got some big NBA news involving Giannis Antetokounmpo and a potential move to the Los Angeles Lakers. And we're going to be talking about the full situation, the mock trade, and if this actually makes sense for the Lakers. So let's start with the Milwaukee Bucks. They are the 11th seed in the Eastern Conference with a 29-45 record, and they are officially eliminated from the playoffs. They didn't even make the playoffs or play in. So now the Giannis rumors are going to start heating up in the offseason, especially with the Lakers, because we already know the Lakers are always star hunting and chasing stars. And those rumors are always going to get clicks and views. The Bucks have a huge decision to make in the offseason, and honestly, nobody would be surprised if Giannis gets traded. It's not a matter of if, it's when. Now let's get into the mock trade. Lakers receive Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks receive Austin Reaves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleber 2026 first-round pick, 2031 first-round pick, 2033 first-round pick, and possible pick swaps. This is a big package you're giving up: Reaves, Rui, Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleber, and your future picks. So this is your depth and your future for one player. Now, I do have concerns about the fit with Giannis and Luka Doncic. Luka is a high-usage player. He's going to have the ball a lot of the time and control the offense. So how many shot attempts is Giannis really going to get? Maybe 15 a game, maybe 18. And there's also questions if he can play with another star. We already saw Giannis and Damian Lillard play together, and it didn't really work out how people expected. There's also concerns about Giannis' health and his age. He's around 31 years old, and he plays a very physical style. And then the biggest thing is the floor spacing with him and Luka. That could be a real issue. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind this season with the Bucks, Giannis had to do so much just for them to even stay in games or have a chance to win. He was basically their only star. So if you pair him next to Luka, he doesn't have to do as much. He would be the second option, and that could actually make things easier for him. Now let's talk about the Lakers situation. Austin Reaves is going to be a free agent, and he's going to be looking to get paid probably 30+ million. And then you got LeBron James. This could be his last season. If he went to Cleveland, he would probably have to take a vet minimum. And with the Warriors, I'm not sure how that would work or how much they could pay him. So if he's taking a vet minimum, he might as well just stay with the Lakers. The Lakers are projected to have the most cap space in the offseason, somewhere between 48 to 60 million. And depending on what happens with DeAndre Ayton, if he picks up his option or opts out, that also changes things. The Lakers need to keep Marcus Smart and bring him and also Luka Kennard back. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent, but I'm not sure how much he's going to demand. We also got Rui Hachimura, and I'm a big fan of Rui. He can score, he can shoot the three. He's very good in the mid-range. But there are concerns about his defense. So if he wants around 15 to 18 million, I think the Lakers should really think about letting him walk, because this team has a lot of needs and a lot of holes. And I don't think Rui is worth that for a one-way player. I would rather go after players like Peyton Watson or Tari Eason, maybe even a Lou Dort, because OKC can't afford him. They're going to get too expensive, or try to trade for someone like Trey Murphy or Herb Jones or really any 3-and-D wing, but you might have to pay a premium for those type of players, depending the cost. The assets picks-wise and player-wise. The Lakers need to solve the 3, 4, and 5 positions, depending on what happens with LeBron. If he leaves, then you definitely need to fill that 4 spot. If he stays, maybe you don't have to, and maybe LeBron takes a pay cut, maybe around 20 million. That's what the Lakers are hoping. If the Lakers go on a deep playoff run or even win a championship, he might come back and try to win another one and get his 5th ring and Lakers banner 18. But if they fall short in WCF or NBA Finals, maybe he looks at it like they're one piece away and wants to run it back one more time. But here's the bigger picture. The Lakers might want to build a roster similar to what the Dallas Mavericks did, a 2.0 roster when they made the finals with a lot of 3, and D-wings depth and a center around Luka. So in my opinion, I would rather build around Luka and Reaves instead of going all in for Giannis and giving up everything. Because having a super team doesn't really work the same anymore. Having 3 stars and no depth is very hard, especially with the new CBA and salary cap rules. And we've already seen this with the Lakers when they traded for Anthony Davis. They gave up their future and only got 1 championship out of it. So the Lakers have a lot to figure out this offseason. Should they keep their draft pick and draft a center or a 3-and-D wing? Because they will have their first-round pick in the 2026 NBA draft. Milwaukee also can't really tank because they don't have their picks, so they need players back that can help them stay competitive. That's why Reaves might be the best player in the deal for them. There are also other options for the Lakers. Maybe they go after a center like Walker Kessler, Mitchell Robinson, or Isaiah Hartenstein. Maybe they don't believe Ayton is the answer, and don't forget Luka is going to recruit players, and players are going to want to come play with him, especially bigs. You're talking about a top 3 player in the NBA. Right now, you can argue he should be MVP, essentially the way he's been playing the past 2 months. Plus, this is the Lakers players are always going to want to come here. They also have cap space 3 first-round picks and flexibility, and even ownership. You look at Mark Walter with the Dodgers, they spend money and go after stars like Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Kyle Tucker stars are what put you over the top. The only difference is in the NBA, there is a salary cap, so it's harder to build like that in the MLB. So the Lakers believe they have a real shot at Giannis. And at the end of the day, if you have a chance to get Giannis, you go get him, even if it's risky. But I just don't want the Lakers to be in the same position again where they give up everything and only get one championship out of it. So the big question is, do you go all in for Giannis, or do you build around Luka and create a complete team with depth? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know in the comments. Would you trade for Giannis, or would you build around Luka and keep the depth?